Hi, I'm Sally Denham-Vaughan, and from June the 13th, 2015, I'm going to be working with Caroline Matters at the Findhorn Foundation in Scotland, running a 7-day fully residential programme on the topic of Gestalt and states of grace. What are states of grace? Well, there are times in life when everything just seems to flow wonderfully. It's as if we're connected to the rhythm of life in a state of harmony, and things are very effortless. In certain grace states, we might also have an experience of bliss, of being very connected in a very intimate and personal way with other people, with the natural world, and there's almost a sense of harmony that permeates our state of being. And in Gestalt, we might refer to this as a state of being fully present, when we feel deeply alive and very compassionate and empathically attuned towards other people and all life on the planet. Now, there are many formulations of grace, and most of them are theistic and think of grace as a gift from God. And in a Gestalt formulation, what I'm interested in looking at is other formulations that might also lead us to think that there are very human activities that we can do that make states of grace more achievable and certainly make us more open to receiving and being connected in gracious ways. So on this residential, we're going to be practicing ways of becoming present through meditation and differentiating those from mindfulness practices. We're going to be entering into very deep and intimate dialogue with each other about our most heartfelt desires and longings. We're going to be looking at ways that we collaborate to support each other through states of vulnerability and shame, and how staying present with these more difficult aspects of life can actually lead us to have transformational change experiences where it would have been impossible to have planned or directed our learning, but actually we learn much more and more deeply and perhaps in a more embodied way than our minds or our egos could ever have foreseen. And finally, we're going to be looking at very practical ways that we can cultivate conditions that we long for in our lives when we can be more present and open to life feeling easy, effortless and in flow. And some of these practices will involve us really paying very close attention to what our hearts desire and how we make our way through the world towards that deep longing within us. So we'll be undertaking some vision quest practices, and certainly if you come on the workshop, which we hope you will, not only will you be up early some mornings meditating, coming out into the beautiful countryside, taking some walks on the beach with us, doing some mindfulness practices, but also entering into some vision quest opportunities where we will really be tracking in slightly altered states of consciousness whether and how we're navigating towards our heart's desire. I'll be looking at a particular Gestalt formulation of grace that involves this aesthetic sense of harmony that I've outlined already, that also asks us to review our ethical stance towards others that we share the planet with, and that really looks to expand a sense of spaciousness in our lives so that we can let go of some of the frantic, struggling, frenetic activity and actually enter into a state of peace and harmony.